Renewal of a levy that helps support Marietta City Schools will be on the ballot this May. According to the ballot language, the levy raises about $2.7 million for Marietta City Schools' operating expenses. Superintendent Allison Wood says most of that money goes toward employee salaries, with the rest going toward daily operating expenses like transportation. Because the ballot measure is renewing an existing levy, it passing wouldn't raise taxes. Wood says the levy failing would hit the school district hard.
It generates $2.75 million for Marietta City Schools. We would have to think about what things were important and what cuts would have to be made, because it's a lot of money generated for our school district.
Belpre City Schools and Warren Local Schools both also have school levies on the ballot this year. You can find more information about those issues at WTAP.com. The primary election is on May 6th.